Hello and welcome to the Mercury Vapor Glow channel. Today I have to show you this West German and later, German after 1990 AEG or AEG for Allgemeine Elektrische Gesellschaft fixture that was called the kleinst Koffer, or the smallest of the Koffer series. This Koffer means suitcase, so these are basically meant as a comparison to a suitcase. That's how the Germans call them. I don't really know why, but probably they wanted to emphasize that these fixtures are really compact. And in fact, this fixture is like only 50 centimeters long, which is pretty nice and pretty compact, of course. And let's start with the prismatic bowl that is made out of plastic, held here by a hinge and down here by a clip. There were two bowls available actually. There was also a bowl that was like not prismatic, but a little bit more diffusing than this, and it was meant for tubular bulbs to be used in the fixture. This one obviously is meant to guide the light of a coated bulb to the sides and emphasize the reflector in the fixture. And this would be like the house side of the fixture. You can see you don't see much of the bulb, it would just guide the light downwards and along the street. Then this fixture is mounted to a mast arm via this little contraption here. There is a screw in there, and actually this thing here, you can flip it around and then you can mount the fixture to a mast coming from the underside without a mast arm. I think this is pretty genius. This fixture has this on the side, it looks like this, so this is pretty genius because you just flip it around and flip the screw around and you have a post-op mounting fixture right there. And these were mounted on the top of a mast pretty often, because still today, even with the LED craze where everything is getting replaced all the time, you can still pretty easily find these fixtures in Germany, and they were very, very popular fixtures, so probably this was one of the reasons why. And well, let's get the bowl opened up. You can release the bowl by releasing the clip. Unfortunately, it's not very friendly for doing with just one hand, so I will just try to show it to you. It hinges open like this, and you can remove it by carefully pressing down here. If you release this spring here, then you can just take the bowl off. And now you can have a better look inside. There is a reflector that is of very nice quality, and it's still very good, although this fixture of course is a little older. The bulb in it here is actually a sodium bulb from Philips. It's 50 watt. This fixture has a ballast that you can change the taps from 50 to 70 watt. And this is actually a pretty nice feature, but not only this fixture, of course, had this feature. It was a pretty common feature, I'd say. Let's shortly open up the ballast compartment. You do this by pulling this lever here. The ballast compartment hinges open, and what you get to see here is this would now just fall out if I wouldn't hold it, so you have to be a little careful here. But there is no power factor correcting capacitor in this fixture, but you can see there's a ballast that you can just adjust for 220 or 230 volt if you need, and 50 or 70 watt high pressure sodium. So pretty neat thing. And here is the starter for the high pressure sodium bulb actually. And also there is a electric block where you connect the cables for the fixture. It's a really neat little thing, I must say. I very much like the design of this fixture because it's pretty easy to service, and the mounting on the mast arm is genius, I think. So let's put the fixture back together. I will probably have to put you down again in order to get to mount the bowl on this fixture. Again, this is very difficult to do with one hand, almost impossible, because here you have to feel when it's already in the hinge. If not, you may break off the bowl. It's not that easy. Now it's really in there, so everything's okay. We can close this clip here, and our fixture is back together. We did not use any kind of tool actually to do that. The only tool that you need here is like a screwdriver to make the electrical connection, and a hex screwdriver for the mast, and that's it actually. I must say that I did coat this fixture with some paint, because this is fiberglass, a reinforced plastic, and this also gets very itchy with time. So it was one of the downturn of these fixtures, but I think considering how well these fixtures worked and how popular they were, it's not really a problem. I'd say we've come so far. The only thing that's left to do for us is to actually fire it up and see how it works. For this, I will set you down a little bit, and let's start up this fixture. So the high pressure sodium bulb has now started up, and it will be warming up for some time still. This is the smallest of the Koffer fixtures, as I said. These were available, for what I know, with 50 and 70 watt high pressure sodium. And of course, they were also available with 50, or even I've heard 2 times 50 watt, so 2 sockets in the fixture, Mercury vapor, or the combination of 80 and 125 watt interchangeable ballast for Mercury vapor. And the Mercury vapor versions were more popular than these high pressure sodium ones, but the high pressure sodium ones are the ones that you mostly would see today, because they are not so fast changed for LED than the Mercury versions. And see how these refractors work. Across the street there's not as much light, but here along the street you get all the light, and the reflector really well is working to do that and guide the light along the street. These fixtures, like in the 90's and early 2000s, were also available in versions with compact fluorescent bulbs. So this was also an option. I have seen them a few times. They were not as popular, but well. Let's take a walk around the fixture here, the other side. The bulb is really warming up. Of course, this is only 50 watt high pressure sodium, so this one is like really tiny, and it will not get very bright at all, but still, like it lights up the room, of course, and it would light up a very small street or passageway in the park or something like that. would be where this fixtures mostly would get used in this configuration. Probably the 70 watt was used more than the 50 watt. So I hope you like this really neat little fixture with the unique mast mounting that is really well thought through, I believe. And this fixture, like I said, it's really popular in Germany, but of course with the LED craze it gets more and more rare and will get extinct at some point in time. I hope you liked the video. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.